Hey guys, welcome to my very first video on this channel. So the reason why I say this channel is because I've had many YouTube channels in the past, but I have not been as frequent and it has not been as good quality as I would like it to be. So I just decided to start fresh and do a new YouTube channel. So the first thing I'm going to say is hi, my name is Ajaye, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is super duper 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 important to me. And there's probably going to be questions about it when you guys see it. It is cerebral palsy. Now, let me put out a quick disclaimer. People that may have cerebral palsy that are watching this video, your cerebral palsy might be different from my cerebral palsy. So I'm talking from my experience and what has happened to me. Okay? So, yeah. So, first of all, let's just talk about what cerebral palsy is. So, cerebral palsy affects the cerebral cortex of the brain. So, that means that the part of the brain that sends signals to my body is not exactly working right. So that is why it's called cerebral palsy. So when I was younger, cerebral palsy was like, it was a lot more like difficult for me when I was like a baby and stuff, because like I was still young and all that. So when I was a baby, I had therapy. I had to go to therapy all the time, and that was like the thing, just to loosen up my body and like, yeah, just to loosen up my body basically. But then when I got older, I had to have surgery. So my very first surgery was when I was 4 years old in Minnesota. So what they did was a rhizotomy. I don't really know what like a rhizotomy entails. I just know they like take out nerves in your back, like to, I think, loosen up your back or whatever. Like I can't really like explain it because I'm not a doctor. So I'm like explaining it from how I know and what I know. So I don't know if I'm like exactly right, so don't quote me on it, but yeah. So I had to have a rhizotomy. And, yeah, so at the time I went to Minnesota because I think that was like the only children's hospital that did rhizotomies on children and stuff. So that's why I was in Minnesota. And they taught me a lot too, because, I had to learn a lot. Like I had to learn how to brush my teeth, how to take a shower, how to do all that stuff on my own, because again, like it was harder. It was like I didn't know a lot, so I had to get taught, you know? So that was like the whole, like that was a big part of everything. That was like the first big step in my whole cerebral palsy process. So like 7 years later, when I was 10 years old, I had another surgery. I had one in my legs and my feet. Okay, so I needed my legs, or my knees and legs, kind of like realigned and my feet realigned so that I could walk straighter. Okay, so this is how most people's legs are, like this, up and down when you walk, up and down, up and down, up and down. But mine were more like in, like this, and then like this. Not like, yeah, basically like that. Like not bow-legged, not like any of that. It was like just more in, like kind of like a triangle shape, I guess. That's the best way I can explain it so you guys can understand. I'll show you how I walk when at the end of the video, so you guys can really see it. But yeah, that was another big step. So my second surgery was the hardest surgery out of the two. It was really hard because I was a lot more aware. Like, I was aware when I was 4 years old, but like not as aware as when I was 10 years old. You know, I was smarter and I was a lot more in tuned with everything that was happening, and it was really nerve-wracking. But the recovery process was really, 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 really hard, because I was like, it was sad because like I couldn't walk. I had casts on both my legs. I was really like just like in bed all the time and in a wheelchair all the time, and it was just sad because it was hard, you know. And I didn't get to see my friends. Like, I wanted to go back to school, because when I had surgery, it was at the like right before fall break, and I was in 5th grade at the time, so right before fall break. So the day after like we got let out of school, I had surgery. So I think it was like on the 22nd of September or something like that. It was like on the 22nd of September, and that's the day I had surgery. And I didn't go to school, like back to school, until like the end, like in November, I think, or like not even like at the end of November or something like that. So I had gone like at least 3-4 months before I had gone back to school. And before that, like, everything was so hard. Like, I couldn't do anything. It was just hard for me to recover and all that. So yeah, but when I went back to school, it was hard because like my grade had just finished like their first semester, or like first half of school, let's say, because I don't know what it's really called, like first half of school. So they had to go, they went on like winter break. So winter break is usually like 3 weeks. I only had a week of winter break, 1 week, okay, 1, because I missed so much school that I had to come back when my grade was not at school, and I had to do work in another person's class and catch up with my grade, which was super hard because like everyone was like they were. I was happy I was back, but I was sad that like I didn't get that 3 weeks off. Like, I kind of wished that I would have waited until so I didn't want to go to the new lady. She was really nice after all, but it was just an attachment thing, and I really didn't want to go to a new person. It's that simple. And it was like hard because no one really understood except my family and I, and it was like an emotional time and all that. But I am here now, like 4 years later, and I am as happy as ever. And yeah, and I'm just happy that I'm here, and the surgery has helped me so much. And yeah, and I'm gonna hopefully get back into therapy soon, just to help me even more. So yeah, now I'm gonna show you guys how I like walk and stuff. So let's get it. Okay, so this is how I stand. Like normally, you can hopefully kind of see how my knees kind of turn in a little bit, like this. This is more accurate, but I couldn't really show that from this point. So like this, and then when I walk, I'm gonna start going back here. I kind of don't walk straight. I kind of like walk like that, but I have like, you can see that it's not normal. I'm gonna walk out of frame for a little bit. You can see like a little bit how I walk. It's kind of hard to show you too because this is such a small space. But I'll show you like from the side and stuff. And yeah, so this is what I normally like walk like. So you guys can see like, so when you see me walking, like it's not a shock or anything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Here, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about me and my cerebral palsy. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.